Okay, so I'm clearly not in exercise garb, and that's okay because you don't need to be to do this either. You probably will sweat a little bit and hopefully you will burn quite a bit, but on top of your 30 minutes of exercise every day, well, we should always aim for 5 of the 7 days, but if you do the challenges afterward, then you're nice and warm and you don't have to do any stretching. So I've already done some stretching, I'm already a little warm, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So today's challenge is going to be planking and side planking and a few pikes. And we're going to do this, it's always about 5 minutes just to get your core really, really engaged. Of course, if you wanted to continue, by all means, go ahead and continue. So we're going to start in plank position, and our hands are underneath our shoulders, our heels are pressed back, our pelvis is pushed under, our thighs are lifted to the sky, and we're sucking our belly button into our spine. So we really, really want to suck it in and keep our back nice and straight, a nice neutral neck. And we're planking, and I'm holding this, and I'd like you to hold it for 30 seconds. So we're going to hold for 30 seconds, and then go to a side plank. So for a modification, you can drop that bottom knee and hold it up. So don't let your shoulders sag, don't put all of your weight in your shoulder, but you're really keeping everything engaged, reaching toward the sky, modification knee down. If you want to make it a little more difficult, stack your feet on top of each other. So your feet are stacked. Your body is making a straight line, so you've got, like, if you were to put a rod down your head, that's kind of disturbing, but it would make a complete straight line with your body. Again, feet stacked is advanced. Now if you have your top foot in front of the back foot, it's a little easier, but it's still, I guess it's a modification. So I want you to hold this for 30 seconds and then go back down into plank. So now you're in plank. Flip it over. I'm not going to hold this long because I don't want you to see my backside, but you're going to be holding it again. Modification, drop that back knee down. For an easier modification, to make it a little more difficult, stack your feet on top of each other. To make it even more difficult, look up at that thumb. So you're really looking up at that thumb. You're really, really stretching, keeping your balance, keeping everything nice and tight. So everything's tight. All right, so from here, I want you to press back, kind of like a downward dog. So almost like you're going downward dog, but you're not going quite there. So I want you to press back and reach and go back. So we're kind of pressing up, almost like downward, except we're reaching and going back down to plank. Do this 4 times, 2 times each side. So we're reaching and pressing. So it's just giving us some motion, keeping the belly button in tight. Hold this plank for 30 seconds more. So we're going to hold, hold, hold. Guess what's next? Side plank. Go up in a side plank. Keep everything tight. So you're pulling everything in. It's like you're knitting it all together and really, really clenching it. Don't let your shoulders sag in like that. Keep it nice and strong. To stack your feet to make it more difficult, look up at that, look up at that hand to gain balance. So you're stacking and you're working on balance, strength. I'm getting little beads of perspiration on my upper lip. Hold, 30 seconds, flip to the other side. Now your feet can be in front of the other, so you've got a little line. Your knee can be down, or your feet can be stacked. It's wherever you feel comfortable. If you've been doing side planks, maybe with your feet in front of each other, try it stacked. See how well you do with that. You might be surprised at your own strength. And so keep doing that. 30 seconds on your hand, 30 seconds side, 30 seconds center, 30 seconds side. Do some some pikes. 4 times, 2 left, 2 right. Repeat again. Just keep doing it until you can't do it any longer. Just kidding. 5 minutes is the max. 5 minutes is the goal.